We appreciate your time that you could stick to us. If you also just tune in, this is AM Ghana Show on adult television. My name is Na Anyema Collins. Of course, this is the final leg of the show. Earlier, we had conversations concerning vehicles that is being brought into the country without any authorizations, and the conversations both on local and social media around it. Lizzie spoke to Reverend Cyril Crabb, who happens to be the champion and campaigner and a great advocate for the accident victim support. Time now for us to focus on the tourism industry. We'll be discussing tourism as the economic driver of Ghana's untapped potential. In studios is the youth tourism ambassador since 2017, and he's the current executive director of Tourism Society of Ghana. Joseph Amartey is my guest this morning. Welcome. And
thank you very much.
Thank you too for your time.
Sure.
In understanding where you come from, tell us the birth or how the Tourism Society of Ghana first is coming from, and then we can start off the conversation.
Thank you very much. Let me say a very big good morning to the Honorable Sector Minister, Mamagan Abnajifa, PL, and then my boss, the President of Ghana Tourism Federation. Just yesterday, we launched a program. We said together we can build the tourism sector. It was launched with partners or stakeholders. So I say congratulations, and I'll use this opportunity to say a big thank you to all those who were able to attend the program, though there were busy activities in town, but they managed to be part of Ghana Tourism Federation, GATO, which is taking a new shape in this country. Now, let's zoom to the main discussion. Tourism Society of Ghana, like you said, has been in existence for the past 20 years. And I would say, hooray, we are celebrating our 20th anniversary this year. Our simple mandate is to establish, promote domestic tourism from the grassroots or among the youth. So we have 3 main chapters of which we operate. We have what we call basic and senior high school chapter, tertiary chapter, and then the public chapter. So we are into establishment or formation of tourism clubs within educational establishments. When you go to basic schools, they are there. Secondary school like Accra Girls, Ebri Girls, Achimota, Mount Sinai, name them. The club exists there. You go to universities like Legon. Shout out to Legon students who are watching us live here. Legon alone, we have almost 600 members as members of the club on campus. UPSC, Methodist University, Natford University, Catholic University, Cape Coast, and in fact, mention them. So our focus is to make sure that the youth appreciate tourism, the youth patronize tourism. Over the years, we see tourism to be just a leisure. We don't see it as a profession. So today, we are training the young ones to really see tourism as a profession. However, I'll use this opportunity to also educate the public a bit. When we talk about the tourism sector, apart from the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts, that is a policy or the mother body of the sector, it has its agencies, 13 agencies. Each of the agencies, which what they do, we have the Ghana Tourism Authority who are regulators. We have the National Commission on Culture. We have the National Theatre. We also have the Bureau of Languages, Creative Arts Council. Name them. When it comes to the private sector, which is the Ghana Tourism Federation, is a private-led organization or a mother body of all trade associations. Taking of Ghana Tourism, Ghana Progressive Hotel Association, Tour Guides Association, Indigenous Ski Trade Association, Tour Operators Association. All these fall under the Ghana Tourism Federation, which happens to be a mother agency, a mother body of the private sector. So the tourism sector is broad.
I see.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Very well. I actually love your initial reactions and making us understand the position of the Ghana Tourism Authority and then the ministry as well. It's being the mother body and the policy making institution.
Sure.
But we're looking at the economic aspect of tourism. Ghana is described as currently the rich destination. In your view, how much potential does it currently have? Because we know it's the gateway to Africa. You are the expert. You've been a youth ambassador for tourism since 2017. What is Ghana's potential when it comes to tourism?
Now, we are looking at two things here. We're looking at the tourism as an economic driver, and then the sub thing is a untapped potential.
Exactly.
So let me talk about the economic driver. Of course, and when we talk about the Ghana as a whole, we assume we are in Ghana, so I want to limit myself here. One of the sectors that really contribute to our GDP more is tourism. I always say tourism is multi-sectorial.
Okay.
It cut across all sectors in terms of ministries, in terms of professions, in terms of businesses. One way or the other, you see tourism in all of them. Now, why am I saying tourism contributes so much to our GDP? Previously, the understanding of tourism is more of leisure than business today.
Exactly.
But tourism is far beyond leisure, as we're discussing today. Now, when you talk about contributing to as economic driver, let's first look at the businesses that it creates. As I talk about contribute to our GDP, the businesses here, when you look at the hotel industry, now count number of hotels that we have in this country. A lot. Each of these facility has employed people or doing businesses. Let's look at the transport sector. Apart from the car rental hotel associations, let's look at the trotro, taxis, the Uber,
intra and intercities.
Absolutely. All these contribute to the sector, and it is business. Now, let's look at the indirect job creation also within the sector. That's why it is multi-sectorial, like I said. Let's look at the farmers. Indirectly, tourism linked to the farmers.
So it's a whole value chain.
It's a whole value chain. Because without the farmer producing the farm produce, whoever says that he or she owns a restaurant, how do you produce?
You don't have raw materials.
You don't have raw materials. So you can imagine how long tourism affects. Now, again, we talk about the foreign exchange. As we get in the foreign exchange in the country, when they come, what do? They spend money. The more they spend, the more the system becomes so interesting. Funds are being left within the system. So we encourage that sector. Now, when we talk about economic driver, you can understand from my explanation that it's cut across everywhere. Once there's a foreigner or tourist in the country, even the one selling pure water gets his or her share of it. The one selling the kulikuli at the, the one selling, the local product, whatever, at the tourism attraction site, they all get their share of it. So indeed, you can tell that tourism is the economic driver in diverse ways.
I see.
Now, let's come to I've talked about the indirect one, that is the farmers, that is other areas. Let me also talk about the untapped potential, though we'll get there. But let me end let me end this discussion on the as economic driver. Maybe perhaps your next question may
of course, because I'm looking at we have the driver. So if we have a driver, where are we going? And where we're going, we would be led there due to the untapped potential. So we're going to tap from there. There are some or most sites in Ghana are often overlooked as tourist sites and destinations. Again, beyond the popular sites like Cape Coast Castle, Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum, the Kakum National Park, where else can Ghana be promoting, and how can Ghana be better positioned as a tourism inch?
Well, this is where the untapped potential comes in. I'm so happy you have mentioned this. And it also cut across different areas. Now, let me take it from heritage aspect or heritage point of view. Our heritage sites, like you made mention, the castles and the fort, Elimina Castle, Cape Coast Castle, and blah, blah, blah. We have not made proper good use of them. That's why it become untapped, I say. Though these are known ones or known sites, but we have not really made so much good use of those sites. The Cape Coast Castle, the Elimina Castle, name them. Because how do we do our packaging? Before I come to your marketing, if we're making good use of it, that's where we can really package it very, very, very well.
So renovations comes in.
Yeah, renovation comes in automatically. But then we cannot renovate it to meet international standard because it has its purpose. Sometimes I always see the way the site or the fort look like. So that's the heritage site. But then, as we are also trying to, because we are talking about, we are not taking advantage of it. Today, most of the young ones or the youth there are not even aware. They don't even know those sites. And of course, those who are managing or the elderly ones, definitely tomorrow they may be out of the system. So who are we training now to grow, to take over those sites and market them very well? Because you made mention of the marketing, which we'll get there. Because once we have not even identified it as something, how do you then plan marketing? You must first identify it's a product. Once you see it's a product, what is the importance or benefit of those products before you can develop something in direction of marketing to attract international probably clients or what have you. Apart from the heritage side, we also have culture, which is also has not been untapped properly to say. When I talk about culture, I'm talking about our food, our festivals, our dressings, our language. All these things are things that has not been really given much attention to say. We feel we are doing our best, but I feel we still have more to do. More to do in the sense that look at the festivals that we have here. Homo, to be precisely. Look at Homo Festival. Homo on the whole map could be compared to a festival in Brazil that pulls the crowd. Now the question is that if we're saying that Teshin Homo, Accra Homo pulls the crowd, at the end of the festival, what is the lifestyle of the young people there? Because this is real business. If we have really tapped it very well, we've really researched into it and planned very well, at the end of every festival, business people, the young people there, should be able to live a better life because it drives traffic, it brings a lot of people. I'm drawing our mind on something that probably is not taking good use of it. But the festival that brings the crowd, people even sell a whole of month. And this festival is sometimes 2 weeks from, or more example, from Bella and other people, other activities that happens. So business activities goes on. So if we really pay much attention to this kind of festivals, imagine, let's look at our dressings, African wear. We know during festival activities like this, we don't patronize more of foreign stuff. People put on, the guns say, "I come mama," you know. They you see them in the same style, the same clothing, you know, different groups. In that direction, the one selling the thing is making money. The one sewing is making money. Let's come to our food also. So I can say that the topic here, it's so dear that we have the potential, but they are untapped. Apart from these things that are known, even there are others that are not so much known. So how do we even get done with the ones we know that we are not taking advantage or taking that serious before we can also get to the well unknown or somehow partially marketed products that we have here. So I can say we have really not leveraged much on what we have as a Ghanaian. I've talked about the heritage side. I've talked about
there's food, there's culture,
exactly.
There's festivals and what have you. Yeah.
Let's look at even entertainment alone. Entertainment is a sector that really brings so much money. See, look at our brother Shatawale. All that they do are entertainment, and it falls under the tourism sector. They are part of the creative art sector. So you can tell the tourism how huge it is. Look at someone who can pull a crowd of, thousands of, individuals.
Yeah.
You know, so you can tell how big it is. But how are we leveraging on some of these things so that it could change what lives?
I see. We've touched on the economic driver. We've also touched a bit on the untapped potentials. I believe there are more. My concern has been that I'm a lover of theater art. So anything that is stage play theater, I don't mind. It costs a little over 150, 200 Ghana cedis for you to enjoy a theater art stage play at the National Theatre. A lot of people do not regard that, but I believe this is part of the untapped potentials, right? Again, if you look at these things that you've made mention of, I want us to touch on 3 things and maybe subsequently would add if there's time for us to do that. Now, how are we taking advantage of technology? We'll have to also leverage on what we have and talk about challenges that we're facing in the sector. So let's take these 2 things. First of all, let's talk about challenges that if we intend to tapped from this tourism sector, what it has for us in terms of the potentials that the sector has already, and the untapped aspect of it. What are the challenges that we're facing now? The hurdle, how do we maneuver it, and how are we taking advantage of technological innovations today to overcome these challenges that we're talking about?
Well, first, I would like to talk about mindset, because you made mention of you are a fan, a lover of theater.
Yeah,
art.
theater art.
Sure. Is mindset. Right from classroom, those of us within that sector don't even put premium on what we're doing. Right from classroom. Now, mindset again comes to the general public. There are things that we have not deliberately, put in our activities, or we have not prioritized them. Some people don't see the reason why I should just go and pay 200 cities like you do pay. Go to National Theatre, go and watch arts, or go and look at a program and come. Some people don't really see the need, but it's part of our everyday life. And I always say it depends on what you're looking at, why you're doing it. Everybody has a mindset of doing something. Without having a reason, you cannot just start something. So the thing is that we need to change our mind. If theater or art is part of us, who are those within the space? How are we promoting it? Again, what is the benefit? And we look at the economic benefit. So when we understand all these things, definitely no one will really probably force you to love it. So we need to do mindset. That is where what we call education comes in.
And that's what we're doing today.
What we are doing as a tourism education, why the tourism class are established. To educate these young ones to understand it. So once the children understand it right from the basics, they will grow with it. Before I come to the second question on the digitalization, let me also say that when you go to the foreign countries, we see a white lady, young lady, like 18 years, 16 years. You see their bags, or they travel to Africa.
Yeah,
it's a culture and mindset. They know automatically after my senior high school, I need to travel to gain experience somewhere. In Ghana here, even if you say you are taking someone's child from Kumasi to go and spend 2 days in Sunyani or in Accra, say, no. So that culture is not there. And I think let's use this medium to let our parents know. That is why many young people, when they travel out of their comfort homes, they become stranded because the experience is not there. But we should do it intentional in the way we can promote tourism, in the way we can change the way they think. They must learn how to live independent life and how to deliberately be part of certain activities. Now, when we talk about the digitalization or the technology here, it is a vital role that some of us are really promoting it, because you cannot say that some kept saying they were born before computer.
Yeah, born before computer.
Now, AI has come to stay, whether you like it or not. And many countries are leveraging on technology to grow their economy. They are leveraging on technology to make change. They are leveraging on technology to make sure that they get more resources. When technology came, we know people were losing their jobs. Because a job that maybe 10 people have to do, maybe 3 can do. Or one computer can serve that purpose. So now, as technology is coming, as I speak to you now, most of the trainings that we do, people who are within the space of, let's say, tour guides. Technology today, you can go to many tourism attraction sites without needing a tour guide. You pick a phone, just key in Mole National Park. It can take you there straight. And same technology, because of technology, today, the Ghana Tourism Authority, again, in partnership with the Ghana Tourism Federation, they have come out with drivers for graduates. We call them tour guides for graduates. Basically, they are going to give them cars. We are starting with 200 piloting. They give you car. Why are we giving to graduates? Because of technology. Many tourists come to the country that they feel, I need to get a tour guide who can easily drive me through the town, who can take me to the site, who can take me to whatever destination. There are many drivers today, because they don't want to be updated. They can't even know how to they don't know how to use Google Map.
Yeah.
And this part of the digitalization that we're talking about.
Very well.
If you can't use just a Google map, how do you drive someone around? You mislead the people or you waste their time. Because imagine someone has ordered a boat and it charges you per hour or per minute or what have you. And you are just driving the person round 2 hours without your destination. The person is going to pay more than someone who can just drive the person straight within 30 minutes. The person pays less and becomes so convenient. Because technology, you can even have command over what you are doing. That is why today the Ghana Tourism Authority, in partnership with the Ghana Tourism Federation, are bringing these graduate tour guides where you'll be given a car to drive.
I see.
So that you drive and then pay later. So these graduates who are professionals and who are really okay or learned in terms of technology.
I see. I want to touch on youth and entrepreneurship, because you advocate, or you mentioned earlier that your focus most often is on the secondary schools. Recently, or this year, there was iShow Speed here, who was just touring, and we know the leverage it brought to us as a country, and the awakening of our tourism minds to the other world. Again, let's talk about youth and entrepreneurship, because somebody like Wanda Maya, or what's the name, Wendy Maya?
Maya.
Yes, he does a lot of YouTube content in terms of tourism, blah blah blah, and all that. If everybody is doing what he's doing, what are we heading to, or where are we heading to? Because everybody cannot be doing YouTube. If you're not doing YouTube, what can you do per the people that you're training? They will come to what the Tourism Society is doing for this young.
Sure. So, like I said, we are doing more tourism education. And again, I'll use this very platform to send a message to the government of the day that we need to inject more money into youth in tourism education, because these are the future of the country. Now, one of the things that we are doing is tourism education. As you made mention, we are in the basic schools, senior high schools, and universities. We do a lot of research. So as part of the research, we identify topics. Because I'm talking about the youth entrepreneurship, which is linked to tourism. So we do much research into tourism related activities, where during their club meetings or their gatherings, they discuss them. The thing is that they have less knowledge on this industry. Again, we need to make sure first their minds are changed. For example, before, when they see a young lady or someone coming from hotel, the perception of the mindset is negative. Why you come from hotel as a lady? They quote and unquote, which is wrong. Today, churches are organizing conferences, seminars at the hotels.
Yes.
You know, so these are some of the things that we educate the young people on. You can't see someone's wife coming from hotel, then you go and tell the husband that, hey, I saw Mami Fua from, Mami Fua, sorry. GTAC, not you.
We need to be cautious on that.
Exactly. I see A person, B person, C person coming from hotel. It is so wrong. So we are educating these people on it. And then as entrepreneur, we look at people who are very good in creative art, beat making, you know, presentation on tourism related. These are the topics that we treat or we teach them just to open their minds on the opportunities within the tourism space. There are some people who could be good tour guides. So doing club meetings or doing teaching and learning activities like that, we get on the attraction site, history behind the tourism attraction site, the importance of sites and all those stuff. Now let's come to this kind of handiworks. Fashion designing. It's part of entrepreneurship. So we ask ourselves that the students who are in the secondary school, who are doing fashion designing, those who are doing catering or home economics, when they go to secondary school today, those doing those courses, they put less priority on themselves.
Of course.
When they are even vying for SRC presidents, you don't see these people coming forth. They're coming forward. They feel set leadership must be given to business students, science students, and general students. It is wrong. I tell them, I challenge them. Anytime I go to campus, when you go to well-developed countries, those programs who lead the countries are the craftsmen, are the skilled people. You know, they make things happen. I'm not saying those ones are not making things happen, though, but I'm saying that we, the young out there, have to really stop undermining ourselves I'm a fashion designer because my grade wasn't. That's why I'm doing fashion design. Do you know what it means? You control the country. We have something that we call Eat Ghana, See Ghana, Wear Ghana, and Feel Ghana. This fall under those areas. So what we made them, we change their mind. We let them know that, see, where you stand, it's more than what you think. Anytime I'm traveling abroad, I take beadworks. I take Batakari. I was in Zambia. I was a consultancy for the Ministry of Tourism, the domestic tourism promotion.
Okay.
Few things I took there, I sold them. They see the bills, they see the art, so it's nice. I say I did it. Meanwhile, I didn't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it.
You're taking credit.
I took the credit. So if I didn't do it, I could take the credit. Those of you who are doing it. So it's a big thing. It is changing lives. So these are the entrepreneurship things that we teach them. We organize them for free. As I speak to you now, Legon, for example, UG, shout out to the Vice Chancellor of University of Ghana, Legon. She is supporting tourism very, very well. And the Ghana Tourism Development Company CEO, Professor Kobe Mensah. We have over 500 members on UG campus. Okay. And come and see these guys, the excitement. People are now the business students, the science students, the archaeology students. They feel that, wow, this is the industry we belong to. So they don't know. Those within the archaeology department, they say, wow, tourism. We never knew this is what it is. So we're changing minds. That is why we are calling on government so that more money could be put into this youth in tourism education, so that when they grew, they could take up this very country. Now you see me as a young man. I'm getting old now. You could see my gray hair already.
It's coming.
I'm getting out of the system.
I see.
So who are we training? As a good leader, you must have a successor. You know, someone to succeed you in your accent. So it's a good thing that you have really touched on.
Yeah, of course. We do not have much time. I just want us to fuse everything together. You called for government on their support. I don't know if there are specific government policies that aid you, but we're looking into the future. You as the executive director of Ghana Tourism Society, alongside with your partners and other related agencies and organizations under you that project tourism, what do you think the future is like, and how can we get along? School children, tertiary institutions, students, everybody else. It could be church organizations. I'm very interested if there is any Christian related site that I can take my Sunday school children to go and visit.
We have a lot. We have touched on that.
Yes.
Let me come there before I come to what the government is supposed to do. My final words.
Okay.
Now, when you talk about the attraction sites, all the natural sites in Ghana are Christian related. Let me use that word.
Okay.
If you say you are looking for a place, now let's look at the Willie Waterfalls. Okay. Have you been there before? When you go to the site and the water is really coming,
gushing out.
Sometimes you see, the more the people, the higher the pressure. When the water even sees foreigners, it becomes more. And now let's see where your Christianity comes in here. We go to the church and we sing, when I look at the mountains, I look at the valleys, I look at the sea, oh my Lord, you are God. Why do you go to a site? When you see these wonderful things, then you relate to God. Hey, it is performing hard. It is God. So you can take your church, your youth within the church to all the sites in Ghana. When you go to even the fort and castles, telling the stories, what happened, they will see that God is so wonderful. So all these things happened to our forefathers, our great whoever. And today we are here. They can read meaning and appreciate God, that we didn't die. The devil cannot kill us. So we can create and interpret it to the Christians. I organized a program called Leadership in Christ Seminar on tourism and culture.
I see.
So we have started educating the churches. Everybody must be on board.
Please come to our church.
I'll come to your church, is that?
St. Joseph, the
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Please
you
come.
know.
And all the Anglican churches in Accra that I see.
I'll do that because you support us also. So what I will do is that, like you have mentioned the churches, 4 years ago, Christ Apostolic Church, under the leadership of Apostle Amartey, he was sponsoring me. Thank you very much. He gave me 10,000 for the first time. And subsequently, some also came just to educate the youth. God bless you. So I think churches, we need the churches to come on board. When you go to countries that are making tourism today, they do things deliberately. Okay. Rwanda, Dubai, they don't have. They
Zanzibar, Tanzania.
So they do it intentional. So I want to appeal to everybody that we have to do things intentional. Let's involve the youth. Let's educate them right from home. Let them eat our food, our banku, our TZ, our akule, our kokonte. Let's eat them intentionally so that they will know that this is what we have. And once that is done, they will grow with it. And tomorrow, we'll not even go and look for any tour guide anywhere. Everybody could be a tour guide, and it could be business for them, my dear. So I think to wrap up with all that I've said, I feel government has to come in. And the Tourism Society of Ghana project is not run by us alone.
Okay.
It's a partnership project between Ghana Tourism Authority, Ghana Education Service, Ghana TV Service, and then ourselves. When you look at the board of directors who advise, we have the Ghana Police Service on board, we have the GES on board, GT on board, Ministry of Tourism on board, and other few stakeholders. So I feel we all have to do deliberate attempts or be intentional of what we do. My final, but not the last, my last, right, is that recently we've signed an MOU with the Ghana Heritage Conservation Trust.
Okay.
We realize that our heritage is dying, and how do we preserve them? And the best way is to target the youth.
Okay.
So we sign an MOU, and as I speak to you now, as part of our activities within the schools, we're going to add this to it so that we can really take care of our environment. Young people, when they drink water, they throw them away. They are doing deforestation. We need to, these things should be a thing of the past. Let's reserve and preserve whatever we have for generation yet unborn to come and meet it. And it lies on all of us, myself and you, and others, so that we can preserve what we have. Ghana is the only thing that we have. And I'm ready to die for Ghana. If I die for Ghana through what I'm doing, the advocacy, I know I'm in heaven already.
I know.
Because Kwame Nkrumah is there and is waiting for some of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. I know, I can feel the passion because under the AC you are terribly sweating. You are terribly sweating.
Yeah.
But we'll appreciate your time, and we'll hope that subsequently we'll be able to, digest properly some of the things that we've touched on. And if it is possible, our crew will join you in one of your visits to the secondary schools, and then we'll ascertain properly how this education is going, so that we can share.
Let me blow your mind. I think Hot Cats is part of you here. We are in Hot Cats building. Okay. We have the club there. You can go to Hot Cats now, after the tourism club there. Okay. We have quiet numbers, the headmaster, and then the coordinators are there. So, I mean, we are scattered all over. But I'm happy you said the crew will join.
Yeah, we'll join.
I think we'll arrange Hot Cat first. Charity begins at home.
Of course.
And then we go to other places also. We have Legon also campus that will be going. Tomorrow, we'll be at the Catholic University. Yes, Accra. So if the crew is ready, tomorrow we are meeting the members of the Tourism Society of Ghana at Catholic University. Kindly join us.
Thank you so very much. We had a conversation with Joseph Amartey, who is the Executive Director of Ghana Tourism Society.
Tourism Society of Ghana.
So it's Tourism Society of Ghana. We appreciate your time. Subsequently, we'll be coming to you with a lot about tourism. I didn't know that Caleb Kofi, you know him,
Caleb Kofi,
is part of you.
He was former Secretary of Ghana Tourism Federation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I have now taken over. I'm now the National Secretary.
I see.
Of the
Congratulations. Congratulations. Now we'll have a couple of birthdays. Then I'll do the shout out to Mr. Obed too as well. So let's start off with the birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. Today I celebrate not just the day you were born, but the incredible woman you are. Thank you for your endless love, your strength, your sacrifice, and the way you always put us first. You are my greatest blessing, my safe place, and my biggest inspiration. May God bless you with good health, long life, and unending joy. I pray that all the love you have given us come back to you in abundance. You deserve the very best today and always. I love you so very much. On behalf of my siblings, a happy, gracious birthday to you, Madam Gifted. This is coming from your son and his siblings, Gideon, Logan. And he's, I don't know whether he's still the director of music at the Anglican Diocese or whatever, but he's a referee who is part of the Ghana Referee Association or the Ghana Premier League, something like that. I'm not too sure. And also, my kind regards to Sir Obed. Sir Obed is he wasn't teaching me because he was in the home economics department or something, but we had a very great encounter. Sir Obed is now with the Laboni Secondary School. And he's also with the
Tourism Society of Ghana.
I know you understand the assignment and you do the work so well. This morning, I'm just raising your shoulders up, encouraging you in whatever means. You know, the students, we can stress, but the work has to go on. Say, this morning, I just want to take the opportunity to thank you so very much for the impact. You might consider it to be very little, but it goes a long way to help all of us and all the students that you've been able to impart on. Good morning to you, sir, and thank you so very much for your impact. And this is how we wrap up on today's edition of AM Ghana Show on Adult Television. My name is Nanyema Collison. On behalf of the entire production crew, led by Mr. Benjamin Salasi Okran, supported by Isaac Morte, we appreciate your time, and also to the entire technical crew, especially to my very own Edward and Edward and the rest. Thank you so very much. I will see you again on the happy side, God willing, Monday. Good morning. Who is laughing? Yeah, you're part of the rest. Oh, you're part of the rest.